Hello everyone, back for another Zoom video, and today I'm going to be showing you my first purchase at a store called Dee Dee's Discounts. So, for those of you who don't know what it is, there's a sticker. So, Dee Dee's Discounts, you could have one in your area. I didn't even know there was one in my area. Someone had posted something on Facebook or whatever, like that they found some dolls at this store, and I looked it up on Google Maps and there was one right down the road, and I'd never heard of it before, so there you go. And it's just basically a store that it's kind of like, you go in, at least mine, it looks a lot like Ross or something. So, but anyhow, this is the doll. So yeah, she is a clone doll, and I'm dyslexic, so I do not know how to say that name, so. But yeah, it's just a kind of generic fashion doll that you would find at discount stores. Not a legit Barbie, but they did use a Barbie sculpt, though. This is the Summer / Raquel face. They also use this face mold on the American Idol Barbies and a few other ones. So they've used this on Teresa, this face mold, but they don't really use this face mold anymore. So a lot of these clone companies they tend to do this, like they will use Barbie face molds that have gone out of style, like that they're not using anymore. So I haven't really seen a Summer Raquel Teresa face mold. It's basically the 2003 head mold that this company has used. So, but yeah, she was like $3, so I was like, maybe I can do something with her. So, and yeah, I'd literally like taken her out in the store like a week, like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I did open that, but I wanted to see how thickly rooted her hair was. So yeah, that's why her hair is off to the side like that, because I did brush it with one of my doll brushes. Because I couldn't justify, I didn't take her out, but I slid her out of the box, and then I looked at her hair and examined it. But yeah, she is kind of, well, you'll see. But if I wasn't gonna buy her, which obviously I did, but if I wound up not buying her, I wanted her hair to at least look nice. And like a lot of clone dolls, the hair was just rooted in and they didn't bother brushing it, which I understand because their rooting machines suck. And the rooting machines they use is it's supposed to do the lock and loop, lock stitch method, but it just winds up being a bunch of loops pushed in the doll's head, and they're not locked together. So, but yeah, there's the back of the box. They didn't steal any Barbie artwork, so that's good, though the font looks like something Barbie has used, so Mattel, but I don't think that's Mattel artwork right there. So yeah, that is that. And she's got a solid body. There's usually you find clone dolls and they have the really hollow, well, I have one here. So this is an old Dollar Tree doll, but you'll have the ones that are hollow and they can pop apart and stuff like that. So usually when you find a doll that's that inexpensive, she'll have a cheap hollow body that you can just pop apart and stuff like that. But this one that I found doesn't have that. She actually has a solid body. So yeah, and she doesn't have those stick legs either. I mean, they are skinny, but this is the same exact, this is basically the belly button body. And these are the same leg molds they were using around 2014. So the legs did get skinnier on Barbies, like the knee area. And this is that exact mold, I'm suspecting. Oh my goodness, and like the 90s Barbies and stuff, she does have the twisty ties. There's no tabs in the back of her head, thank God. See, I haven't done a clone doll review in a hot minute. Mainly because I didn't think anybody was really interested in them. But I'm just saying screw it. And I'm gonna... I also haven't done an unboxing in forever. I usually don't like to unbox dolls on camera because I kind of like to have my little moment with my dolls when I unbox them. But just thought I should come on and share this. She does have accessories. She has a brush and a little purse. Yeah, like literally when I started my channel, nobody was really doing any clone doll reviews. I think I might have been the one to start that. And now you kind of see a lot of different people doing clone doll, like reviewing clone dolls. Ooh, the purse is nice. It's like flexible. It's not cheap. And it doesn't have a, it doesn't smell like something toxic. This is actually really nice. It looks like something Mattel would make. I'm not sure if this is a Mattel sculpt. And then we have the brush, which could be a Mattel sculpt as well, I don't know. It reminds me of the Candy Glam dolls from 2008, because that looks like a lollipop or something. But that's the brush. I really like the purse, and it does open, so. All this for like, oh, her hair is actually really soft. I don't remember that. See, her hair is really soft, but unfortunately, like with a lot of these clone dolls, yeah, she's bald on this portion of her head. So, yeah. She does have a new doll smell. Like, this is what a lot of the clone dolls smelled like. She kind of smells like one of those bouncy balls that you would get. Like, not the small ones, but like the ones that are aired up, and they're like this big, and they have like the marbled design on them. I don't know what they're made of. I don't think it's rubber. I think it's a soft, squishy vinyl. But that's what she smells like. She smells like one of those bouncy play ball things that you find at like dollar stores or whatever, or grocery stores. I had so many of those growing up. I've had blue ones, pink ones, purple ones. And it's always, it's like a white ball with swirly colors, like marbled colors swirled in. I always called them sky balls because it looked like a sky on them. But anyway, that's what she smells like. She smells like one of those when they're brand new. It's so weird. I've never had a doll that smelled like that before. But yeah, she does have a squishy head. But I don't know, I thought maybe, that's why I got this doll out. This is from a Dollar Tree doll from 2014 that has had her hair removed a long time ago because her hair was absolute trash. I remember it was like wiry. It was super, super bad. But I was like, you know, they give a lot of these. Like, I remember Crafts dolls used to come with this like super pale porcelain type of skin tone. Ooh. Free hair elastic. I hate it when people cut these. Like, because these last a really long time. Like, you can buy these at the dollar store, but they'll like pop within like a week. But these elastics that toy companies use last a very long time. So yeah, these are the same kinds that they put in doll hair and stuff. See, I thought maybe I would like body swap or something like that since they have the exact same skin tone, but a lot of newer clone dolls. Like, I remember when I was a kid, a lot of the clone dolls would be like tannish and stuff. Like, they would be kind of orangey or whatever. But it seems like a lot of them have this like super, like if it's a Caucasian doll, they'll have a super porcelain ivory skin tone or whatever you want to call it. That's like super, super pale. So a lot of Caucasian clone dolls will have this. Oh yeah. Whoops, there goes that head. But yeah, that's the little nub. And this is literally just, oh my god, no way. Oh, never mind. See, for a sec, because I saw a stamp on the back of the head. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but it does say the name on the box, but I thought it said Mattel for a second. I actually have a clone doll that uses the Generation Girl face. And the company that made that clone doll didn't even bother taking the they didn't even bother erasing the Mattel logo. They just left it when they copied the mold. So, but yeah. So yeah, it does say the name of the doll on the packaging. So Sariel. And I do not know how to pronounce. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that name because I will butcher it. So now I'm going to retrieve that head that fell. But yeah, I thought, oh man. Yeah, when I removed this doll's hair, look, I used scissors to do it, to scrape the hair out. And not sure if you're going to be able to see. Yeah, look at all that, how tore up it is. That is why you do not want to use scissors. I mean, if you don't care about that, if that's not something that's going to bother you, then go ahead. But if you do use scissors, that's what's going to happen. I didn't even remember that I'd done that. But yeah, it definitely tore up her neck rim to her neck hole. So, but I figured maybe I could like put her on there and reroute her. So yeah, this is a Generation Girl face mold. And this one you can literally see, like they did erase the Mattel logo, but there's usually like a stamp on the back of the doll's head. And you can see all the little indentation marks everywhere. Like they try to cover it, but there's a little B where you can barely see it. But yeah. And then you can see when I was a kid, I would have clone dolls that would have like little indentations like that. And I didn't know that it was like a recast sort of situation. I thought it was, oh well, the rooting machine just wasn't strong enough to puncture that, and it just left indentation marks, so they had to go back and do it. But no, that's actually from when they recasted the mold. So yeah, this is actually recast from a genuine Barbie doll head. So, and this was from Dollar Tree. So yeah, back in 2014. But yeah, you can see the skin tone matches perfectly, vice versa as well. So I could pop this one onto the cheaper body or whatever I wanted to do. But there's the face. See, why can't Mattel do this again? Like the shimmer eyeshadow. There's a very, 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 very light pink. It's like a very, it almost matches her skin tone. Then she has blue on her lip. I've never seen this facial screening on a Barbie before, like those irises. So maybe they used a unique facial screening, but this is definitely a Mattel head mold. So, but yeah, I'm going to swap them back. So put this one back on the Dollar Tree body. Whoops. Her hair is like so smooth that like it's hard to hold onto her head because her head keeps trying to slide away. But yeah, there's the dress is very like 2010s. Like I remember like a lot of Barbie outfits had like leopard print and stuff with this sort of cut. There's the shoes, which I'll definitely get a lot of use out of these shoes, which this is definitely a Barbie sculpt. Yeah, they erased the B on the bottom. So yeah, but I love the pearlescentness. It's really pretty. And I know people are probably going to ask to see what the body looks like. So it's nothing special, it's just your standard belly button style body, but they have molded a bra onto that. So but yeah, usually the ones that come with stick legs actually can bend and snap, so they actually do have a bend in the knee, but in order to save on material they make them super skinny to make them more to make it to where they can be more affordable or whatever. So yeah, usually on the stick leg ones, they'll look like this. And then the legs will be like, they'll be solid. These ones are just hollow. That sort of plastic, but usually the stick leg ones will be solid. And you'll be able to like, they'll be flexible and you can like bend them and they'll actually click. But the click feature on those is usually crappy. The knee joint usually snaps after bending it a few times, so it's kind of meh. And usually the ones with the stick legs can't go out. They can only move forward and backward. So, but this doll has full, like, oh, and I love that. But yeah, she can go out. Her arms can go out. I'm glad that the neck joint is like this because this plastic is really cheap. And that if there was an actual like ball neck joint in there, the neck could eventually, since the plastic is so cheap, it could eventually chip. Like it could eventually crack and chip. And then your doll will have a chipped, broken neck. And then you'll literally have to have her like that. So, but yeah, let's take a look at her rooting. I'm not expecting anything phenomenal. Let's see if we can look inside. Oh yeah, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see. Probably not. But her plugs are just pushed in. So essentially I could yank on one of her plugs and pop them right out, So yeah, their machines, their rooting machines definitely suck. It was the same thing was happening with Mattel dolls too, so their lock and stitch or lock and loop stitch method machines that they're using, I guess the quality on those machines has deteriorated over time, so they don't root the hair in as nicely anymore. But yeah, there's that doll. And the hair is really silky. Let's do this little twist. I mean, she's got a decent amount of hair. Like, I've seen Barbies with hair, like that much hair. Like, when you twist it, it's a little thicker than her arm, so. But the reason they're able to do that, I don't know why they don't just root the whole head. Because what they do is they just make the plugs themselves really thick and root them in that way instead of filling the whole head with little plugs, but whatever. Yeah, that's her. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. More videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.